This is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. In my last Bible reading, I read from Luke chapter 2, talking about the shepherds in their fields with an angel that came upon them and told them about the birth of Jesus Christ. We are now going to read about the wise men. As I said in my reading from Luke chapter 2, wonderful things can come from great adversity. In this chapter, in this portion of reading, there is a king, King Herod. And King Herod has heard the prophecies of the coming Savior, of the Messiah, and he fears that. So he did some horrible things to the children that could possibly have been the Messiah, because he wanted to carry on his kingdom, his legacy, his philosophy. Men throughout history have done horrible things to maintain their way of life, their thinking, their religion. And Herod is certainly at the top of the list. So reading from Matthew chapter 2. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that is born, the King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born. And they said unto him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, And though Bethlehem in the land of Judea art not the least among the princes of Judea, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, and said, Go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring the word again, that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them until it came and stood over where a young child was. And then they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw a young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And then they had opened their treasures, they presented him with gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And being warned of God in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed to their own country another way. So they brought their king, the King of the Jews, the Messiah that had been foretold, gifts worthy of a king. Gold is indicative of royalty. Frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense is used to anoint a king. and myrrh is used for royal burials and other uses. These three things were necessary in a royal household to depict royalty, to be used for royal events. And here we have the foretold Messiah. And these wise men saw this star and probably traveled 700 to 1,000 miles to come see this child. And we celebrate this visit of the three wise men on Epiphany, which is January 6th. That's when Christmas ends, when Jesus, as a child, receives his royal birthday gifts. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone, and a joyous Epiphany.